Viva Las Vegas! Greetings, salutations, good day and highs, guys and gals, and welcome to the grand finale of the 2026 Formula Holo and STCC season. That's right, we will decide championships this weekend in all three series. So, first things first, we have ourselves action in the Stars Touring Car Championship. That's right, it's the 12th and final round of the series. The Las Vegas round here at the Las Vegas Strip Circuit in Nevada. 3.853 miles, 6.201 kilometers, 17-turn street circuit. And we have a nice look at the Las Vegas Boulevard, the Las Vegas Strip Circuit. We'll see a whole multitude of hotels and casinos and cars practicing on the track for the finale. So, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this one. Okay. So as you can see, just 4 drivers are in contention for the championship. It's currently led by last year's champion, Kanade Izuru, who's on 202 points. Joshuichi Shinri is second with 187 points, 15 behind Izuru. Gavin Spetzel is third with 173, 29 behind. Axel Sirios, 164, 38 behind. So, Shinri needs at least a P6 or a P7 plus any bonus point to have a shot at the title. Gavin Spetzel needs to finish either P2 or a P3 finish, provided he starts on pole and gets fastest lap. Would also suffice for the Tempest Vanguard member. Axel just needs to win out, basically. So let's go ahead and unmute Discord to everyone in commentary. Going on with some commentary. Adak is in commentary. Unfortunately, for the last time this season, due to preparation for ARO action tomorrow. Someone in Discord can say hello. Hello.
All right.
Hello.
Anyways, welcome everyone to the Upside Down Pig Circuit. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong track. Sorry, wrong name. It's the Las Vegas Strip Circuit. Obviously, this is a pretty interesting circuit to have. First of all, welcome everyone on board. So, just wanted to check here on this 6.2 kilometer circuit. Translated, of course, to 3.8 miles, 17 corners in total. And if you look at the track characteristics, you do want to point out that there is a huge amount of, opportunities with such little amount of space. So we have our 16 remaining entries for today's Stars Touring race. We've of course started with 22 strong, but with 6 now gone, we still have to continue the show as it does. So without further ado, we do want to get into an onboard here to see how the track looks like. So here's basically an onboard of Gavis Bettel into the final corner. Basically a flat-out left-hander into turn 17. Then after you cross the start-finish line, it's going to be a short the burst into turn 1. Use the curb to great effect. The turn 1 and turn 2 is basically a double apex corner, so you might want to hit those apeces to basically carry out maximum speed. And then we got turn 3, which is the tighter corner. Turn 4 is the more open one. Go for the late apex at turn 4 into Koval Lane, which is a pretty long, decently length straight. And obviously you're being sent towards turn 5. Coming up right now, which is a 150 meter board, breaking into the tight 90-degree right-hand corner. And then coming forward, you are just gonna go ahead and continue on into turn 6. This is where you have to brake and turn at the same time. You don't want to overshoot the corner, as the barriers are literally next to you. And once you finish turn 6, you have to immediately brake and turn into turn 7 and 8 and turn 9 around the MSG sphere And after turn 9, get a good exit as much as you can to blast yourself off
That's the
into
little
turn 10.
corner.
Yeah. Yep, it is a corner. Turn 10, you continue on. You try to find the braking zone into turn 11. Already turn 12. And this is another corner where you have to brake and turn at the same time. It's a very tight tight left-hander, turn 12. And after that, it's pretty much flat out from here in the strip. Down into turn 13 and down into the Las Vegas Boulevard, the strip. It's a very long back straight, so you can easily top up your top speed in these cars. No issues here, and yes, this is gonna take forever in these cup cars. So as you're about to pass on into the strip, find your braking zone. For the Star Story, you might want to brake at around 150 to 100 meters. Down into the turn 14, 15, 16 chicane. And then from turn 15, you should hopefully be able to go, basically accelerate from there. But on these cup cars, you might have to do it as early as turn 16. Now into Harmon Avenue, where you're about to finish the lap and start anew. In the Star Touring, they're pretty heavy, so you have to probably have to dab on the brakes on the final corner. And that is a lap here in Las Vegas.
All right, thank you very much for the preview, Adak. Let's go ahead and get to qualifying. This is a relatively large track, so instead of 10 minutes, we're going to increase it by 1 minute to the length of a standard SpongeBob SquarePants episode, 11 minutes.
Oh, man.
SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob.
All right. Let's not waste too much of our time. Let's get on into qualifying. First one on the track is MXF.
Here he is, and notice new TV graphics. The one that I've been using basically all year has had the issues with the with the billboards having Z-fighting, the flickering and just not looking right. So we're switching to new TV graphics for this finale, and it seems to be much less of an issue here.
Interesting.
Yeah, but arguably it's missing a few features that from the previous scoreboard that I would have wanted. Like, for example, how long the pit stop is, for one. Let's see. And maybe showing tires, but that depends on what I have in my key toggles. Like, for example, I can shrink the TV ticker so that it's more compact.
Well, basically, this is a timing board, timing tower that, of course, I've also seen some experimentation. So, obviously, you can not only basically make the scoreboard more, graphics more compact, but you can also extend it. You can also basically change the names listed to the teams, the car involved, and all that. It's basically a new generation of timing towers that does serve its purpose. But we are now coming into this qualifying session here. Let's not go too far into the intricacies of the timing tower, as we're not going to see two cars basically starting their flying laps.
Yeah, I have different controls set so I can move up and down with cars via relative position. So for example, just like this, and I also have a keybinds set so I can move up and down by current race or session position. Like, for example, go up and down, P13, P14. Yeah. And I just have the default Gears app right here, because otherwise I would only be able to see the what they're running if I change the camera to this camera angle, the live telemetry. Several drivers still on out lap as we come down to 7 minutes soon. Right then. Still a few more. Got to begin. They're flying laps. All 16 cars out on the track. No problem. Altair with a 99 strength. Not quite in championship contention, but he is looking pretty good here. Oh, yeah. Oh, bless you. Alright. Just a reminder that Shinri needs a finish of P6 or P7 with any bonus point for a shot at the title. Gavin Spetzel needs a P2 finish or P3, provided he starts off at pole and gets fastest lap. Axel Sirius needs to win out, so been pretty darn good for Kanade Izuru for the title, although not guaranteed, as the first flying laps come in. 212.222 for Altair.
Looking good so far, anyway.
216 for Astel. 217, 218, 219, 223.
And now with the JP members, only 6 members now. HOLOSTARS members, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we need a reminder of that.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, where was I? Sorry, because there was a bit of interruption. But anyways,
It's all good.
Let's,
It's a little under 5 minutes left in quali.
all right. So right now, I'm just gonna point out the championship the contenders. There's like 4 of them. Kanade Izuru, of course, having the best seat in the house when it comes to being in the championship lead. And right now, Kanade Izuru is currently set to be in P6. Meanwhile, we got our Tempest 2 and Tempest 1 members with Shinri and Betel. If you look at Joshuiji Shinri, he's down in P16. Gavis Battle currently in P8. Axel Sirius, meanwhile, our Aussie hopeful, basically is going to be in, well, Axel Sirius. I'm just gonna double check where he is. P4. So basically, if we're looking into who is in the best seat in the house, I would argue that Izuru is still within a realistic shout to win this title from this angle. But of course, anything can still happen in this race. But right now, I will say this: Izuru actually has a solid chance to make something happen from P6 on the grid.
Yeah, he is wanting to take home back-to-back championships. And his position looks pretty decent here. Alright. Whole bunch of
Just a
cars.
reminder, I just wanted to remind with that we are now live in Compton. I do want to know what he thinks about this qualifying chess session so far.
Looking nice and clean, considering there are only 16 cars on a big circuit.
I mean, I'd expect it to be cleaner since, again, there are only 16 cars on track.
All Izu needs to do is not drop the ball and hope the finishing positions go his way. According to live chat, yep.
All right,
He
so
has,
Kanade Izuru did improve. He goes up
yes.
into P3. Obviously, the best seat in the house is Pole, but he is now, from what I could tell, only about 7/10 of a second behind Regis Altare on pole position. Looking into the rest of the field,
Ooh.
Shinri in P14. Otavi now goes up into the front row, bumps Izuru down into P4. Gavin Bell down in P10. They all have their work cut out for Betel and Shinri, who is down to 10th and 14th respectively.
As for Axel, he may have a little bit of a shot at the title from a start of 5th, maybe. 93 strength, not sure about that, though. Yes, Altair has a bit of a faster lap here, 211.572. Separation is 20.5 seconds between all 16 drivers.
Parody, baby.
Mm-hmm. Now to the last minute of qualifying. Bullet going into pit lane. So Rogaloo, he is staying out. No improvements. I think with 37 seconds, most everyone has done all they could. A couple drivers are already in pit lane. Gami Oga, Akinax Playon, and Gold Bullet are all in. So their qualies are done. So yeah, the important drivers to keep an eye out are Izuru, Shinri, Betzel, and Surio, and Axel Sirios. That's the 4 drivers in contention. Altair is looking good for pole unless Octavio has something to do. I don't think so. No, it's not looking like it'll be Octavio at pole. It's most likely going to be Altair as time runs completely dry. There's still a few more cars left to finish their runs and qualifying. Also running green on first sector, but second sector, no. All right, we are going to be racing 10 laps here, as we're just about done with qualifying. I hear background noise from someone in the Discord.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like pants, so it's not mine.
Yeah, that's mine anyway.
It's all good. It's all good. Alright, so still a few more cars to complete. To 3. Yeah, it does not look like anyone will top Altair in the quali, so he's going to get the bonus points.
Yep.
Which means work is a bit harder for a couple of contenders here. So So Betel will need a P2 outright since he can't get pole. As we have a look at the times in this quali session, and here they all are. And here it is for your perusal in the chat, guys. All right. So, Adak, please introduce the starting grid, the first view. No,
Wait a minute.
he's muted.
Oh,
He's muted.
back up.
Oh, he's muted. Okay. Chrono, why don't you introduce the starting grid?
Well, I can do. For the final time, our pole sitter would be Altair Regis, one of our remaining HQ members, followed by Artemis in Octavio. Then we got Uproar and OG in Puma and Izuru. The first of our contenders, next row down in Axel Sirius. Wait, no, that's kinda the Izuru first, then Axel Sirius.
Yep.
And we have Gold Bullet. Next row down, we have Leta and Yukoku. Rounding up the top 10 would be Uyu and Betel, another one of our contenders.
Yes.
Then we got Hak and Jorard. Penultimate row would be Ruse and Shinri, our top contender. And then last row would be Flayon and Oga, small and big.
So as the sun starts to set, the heat will be on as we determine the STCC World Champion for 2026. Yeah, Izu appears to have the
Final.
best shot, but we will see what happens here as we get underway with the action. 10 laps in Vegas. Who's going to take it all? Let's find out right now. Six red lights are up. And for the last time this season in STCC, the race is on.
Bets are in.
Here we go.
Who's gonna take it all?
Sun almost completely down. The neon lights surrounding the circuit. The neon lights on the hotels and casinos coming right in. Octavio almost overtook Altair. But Altair definitely
What's the term we use for starting the game in poker?
shuffle up and deal.
Uh-huh. There it is. Now, open the game.
Yeah, don't want to be hit by a massive cooler on the 5th community card, the river.
I'm back.
Back with. We want to be hit by a cooler on the river. That will send you off to the rails.
Cooler?
Yep.
Yeah, in poker, things can turn around by a single flip of the card. Much like in racing, where everything can go absurdly negative by a single mistake.
And inverse can be true.
So far, so good for Izuru, leading over the others. Axel needed to win out, but yeah, it's not where he needs to be right now. Altair, Octavio, and Yatogami Fuma are your top three. This position will have Izu win back-to-back titles. There's still a little under 9 more laps to consider. Oh, what a sight to behold, the spear. The giant spear with the F1 drivers.
That many have made memes of.
We know that's it. And our goal.
So far, it's looking like clean racing all throughout.
Which is
All right,
very good.
Apologies for the lengthy delay, but we do have a race on our hands. Regis now leads coming into the basically the strip. Looking into the current championship situation, Izuru is now in P4, and as it stands right now, he will be champion. But right now, we do want to take a look into the other contenders. Shinri and Betel currently outside the top 5 with Sirius. Axel Sirius now in P6. So as it stands right now, Izuru will be champion.
Quite by an easy margin.
Yeah. Came into today with the championship lead and quite a sizable one. Just 15 behind when Shinri needed at least a P6 finish, or P7 if he gets fastest lap. But it's currently Gold Bullet who has the fastest lap at a 2:12.957. 2:12.957.
Also, I do want to point out though about the
yes.
fireworks playing in the background. Also, please check your background audio, because some of us have background audio that's a bit too much. Anyways, we do have a move though from Utsugi Uyu. Now trying to find his way into Roberto's P5, and it looks to me that it's going to be a race on who breaks less. But it's going to be Uyu who has a positional advantage down into, as they're now coming into the big MSG dome. But your Roberto now has the line back in control. But around the outside for Uyu, and right now the Milkman gets what he wants, gets the position done. Milkman is in P8.
Nice link on it.
Alright, I do want to point out though, if you do want to know why I call him Milkman, guess what milk in Korean means? Well, it's pronounced as
Uyu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Absolutely clever find, Adak.
Alright, so but anyways, let's get back into the serious topic. Tavi now trying to find his way into Altares' race lead. Gaps now at around 0.5 of a second, but they are coming into the end of the long back straight. Now I'll tell you what about the handling characteristics of these cup cars. These cup cars may look like they look pretty much like their GT3 counterparts, but it's more touring than GT3. Weirdly enough, it may be more like a sports. It may look like it may have like a sports body, but the way there's still a lot of weight in this cup car, plus the fact that the braking is also not as sophisticated, means that you have this like touring car type of handling in these cars. So you basically have to get used to braking later, and basically trying to and you have to hope for an early turn in for these cars. So if you want these cars to turn because of the cars' handling characteristics. So
Yep.
I feel like if you want to maximize your capabilities here, since these cars are heavy, I feel like you could probably abuse the curbs more than your open wheel counterparts.
So all I'm hearing is I was right naming it Stars Touring Car.
I mean, you're literally using a Porsche Cup car. These cars are literally closer to basically the touring cars of today than the GT3 cars of today. And so it does take you back on those times where racing is all about taking your car, modifying it, and then racing it. But we're not going to dwell too much into the past. But we do have, because we now have Gold Bullet trying to pressure Izuru into conceding a position. Not that it will change the championship context in any case, but it will probably mean, well, I do want to point out on this one about weighing the risks as a championship leader. Do you risk it and try to get a good result, but risk basically crushing it all out and losing everything? Or you want to take the safe path?
So the safe path that you're going up to tell is the issue.
And we are going to reveal the correct answer after this break. Don't go anywhere. Nah, now we got to race to
God.
get through.
All right, but if you want my opinion,
Hold on.
But if you want my opinion, let's just get straight into the answer. If I was in Izuru's position, I would literally just think about this one. I'll try to hold my position as much as I can. But if I feel like it's a bit too much, and if I feel like it's not necessary for me to hold up Gold Bullet, I feel like it's in my it's in my right to basically just let him go, because your literal your other championship contenders, your other rivals aren't making any inroads, so you can afford to take it easy. As we're now currently nearing the halfway stage of the Stars Touring race, I would say that this is the risk and reward calculation that you're gonna go into. So basically, you want to drive like a Prost or you want to drive like a Senna?
Now that's quite the duality.
Yeah, like in the famous Nickelodeon game show Legends of the Hidden Temple, as Olmec says,
man.
the choices are yours and yours alone.
Now that's a core memory.
Yeah.
Wow, that came out of nowhere. But anyways, the top three still only separated by looks like less than 2 seconds between Regis Altare and Yatogami Fuma, currently in P3. Looking into our championship contenders, our hopefuls, if you will, Shidri is currently still down in P14, not making it count right now. He's down in P14, but he is gonna try to fight against Crimson Rouge, which he will try to get himself into P13. Not sure about the pit stop cycles, but for now, it is going to be. It's still in the hands of Kanade. One hand on the title for Izuru.
He is appearing to be catching up to the others. He's still on good pace. Altair now has fastest lap, 2:11.490. 2:11.490. As you can see on the lower right-hand corner.
Alright, I'm gonna BRB.
Right, take your time, Chrono. Take your time. There's still plenty of racing left. We are more than halfway through with this race.
Speaking of which, do want to point out though, this is what I mean about the cars just trying to, the cars being able to abuse the curbs a bit more. The cars are heavier, but there's still a degree of control that you need to be aware of, because While these cars are basically pretty heavy, and that means you can take the
Yeah.
curve, that does not mean that these cars are immune to spins. It still depends on your setup preferences. And if you do want to go, and I feel that this is a corner where if you lose your rear end, the track will absolutely chew you up and spit you out like crazy, like a dog on a chew toy. And basically, if you lose your rear end while turning into a corner in the pursuit of faster cornering speed, basically you're going to go for a car with oversteer. When you steer too much, the rear essentially gives up. You spin your car, and it's going to be an immediate collision with the barriers. And you not only have an expensive maintenance bill, but you also might have a concussion in the process. So this will be. Oh, MXF is in the pits.
He's taking his stop right now. That's the first driver in pit lane. What will be the other drivers as Leon just now is getting out? The red stopped dot has changed back to blue, and Octavio is coming in. Will there be any more that want to make their entry? And that's in due time.
All right, so
Axel.
we are just gonna check here. Axel Series comes into the pits now. I would say one thing about the strategies in play. We always talk about undercuts and overcuts, but right now this is a cold night in Vegas, so I would argue that the overcut strategy will be the more preferred one, because I fear that if you do pit right now, if you do pit at all, you're gonna have a hard time warming up the tires. And if you do have a hard time warming up the tires, you're gonna basically lose time to the drivers who have yet to pit, who have already warmed up their tires. And so they may have a chance to beat you in the pit stop strategies. So I'm not sure what is currently on Axis Series' mind, as well as MXF. But I do want to point out that the laps the drivers have been setting 2:18s on the 6-kilometer circuit. Yeah, this is pretty much expected.
Cold night in Vegas, but yeah, this is this city is in the desert though. Yeah, this is in a desert area, so it does tend to get rather hot during the summer months.
But in this period, we are also racing in the nighttime, so it can also get very cold. I believe it could reach maybe 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, at least in the real-life F1 race, they race at night in late November.
So it could be colder, so around maybe 60 to potentially 50 degrees. So this is going to be an interesting dilemma for these drivers. Do you want to try your luck into getting a pit stop done and hope that your tires are warm enough, or have basically get warm enough, and also have the life in those tires to try to overcut the field? And also paying attention though, because some of these other entries, especially at the front, are still yet to make their pit stops. But I am just going to hold out that things can still happen.
A little under 3 laps left, and Altair still sitting pretty for a consolation win. Just has not conceded the lead at any point throughout this race session. All right, fireworks in the night sky.
All right, so just gonna take a look into this one. Izuru now is in P3, so he's doing a very good job right now. So as it stands right now, he will be champion with about less than 3 laps to go. Also, Regis Altari will have to deal with lap cars. That's Aragami Oga currently at the back of the field.
As you can see on this nice onboard view, Las Vegas Strip. Olga does show courtesy, let Altair race for the win, because he knows he couldn't do anything as it stands. Bonzo and Haka and Crimson Ruse are coming in. With background noise.
Sorry.
Right, I'm just gonna drown it out while Wiz tries to fix his issue. But anyways, the field is now basically pretty much spread out. We are looking into some more drivers having already made their pit stops. Crimson Ruse already peeling into this pit stop as Yufuma now goes into his position, passing Olga for basically as a lap car. No, oh well, Olga is the lap car, but we are also going to take a look into Banzun Hardcap, having made his pit stop alongside Crimson Ruse. Gold Bullet is now in his pit stop as well. Again, as we mentioned earlier, currently the situation will not change unless Izuru retires magically from out of nowhere, which I will have to highlight. I would not want this to happen. Then Izuru will be basically through to become champion.
Yeah, there's nothing Axel can do. Shinri, Gabba Spetzel. Yeah, it looks like it's Kanade Izu's title to lose at this point, with a little over 1.5 laps left to race.
And right now, I am just gonna pay attention. There are some multiple packs forming. Gavin's Battle getting very close to Gold Bullet. Octavi getting close to Milkman. And also, we also have Axel Sirius getting close to... let me just double check. Roberu, currently in P8. So there are some few battles currently potentially in the mix. But right now, as we're seeing Altare make his way into turns 14, 15, and 16, Axel Sirius might try for a move down around the outside, but I think he's pretty much well positioned there. Down the inside, he goes to the turn at the MSG Dome, and going around the outside to seal off the position. I think he will have the inside line into the long right-hander. Well, that will force Roberto to think twice, and he takes it.
Final lap here, and final lap of the STCC season. And it doesn't look like it'll be anyone but Altera taking the checkered flag, because it looks clear as daylight for him. He has excellent strength, no more visible traffic to deal with, to my concern. Maybe Shinri, who's, well out of a position, and is concerned about getting lapped. Well, we have Izu coming in to pit lane, but
I think everyone will be... I think some drivers are going to go at it until the checker flag. Izuru will have a bit of a blooper here. He will be down to P5. I think this is basically a safety net, because the fuel loads may have gone a bit too low for him. And right now I think he's gonna take the safe route. Not that he needs to commit a lot in this race anyway. As long as he maintains position currently in P5, he will take the championship, as he's now currently ahead of the other championship the championship hopefuls. So right now it is gonna be Izuru's championship for the taking.
yeah, just hedging his bets, per se.
Well, he's hedging his bets, and he's gonna go for the safe route, and I think being safe is the best method. While he tries to clear MXF around the MSG Dome, he's doing pretty okay right now. Actually, I was told that it's the MSG Dome, sorry, MSG Sphere.
MSG Spear, yes. Past Las Vegas Boulevard for the last time, and it's gonna be A win for Altair, his second win of the season. And a dominant performance to conclude the 2026 season for Regis Altair, so congrats to him. Here's your winner here.
All right, we do want to also pay attention to our champion-elect.
And it seems like it's going to be Octavio to finish P3. The problem with this TV ticker is that the positions tend to scramble once to end the race, but
don't worry, it'll basically sort itself out. But we are going to focus on Izuru, who's not far behind.
It's going to be a 5th place finish, but it is going to be enough. No one's going to beat him to the punch. Back-to-back championships for Kanade Izu. Congratulations.
And I do want to point out, looking at his average finish, he only has an average finish of around 5.7 to 5.8. Talk about consistency. 2 wins, 2 second places, a 3rd place. He has not set any fastest laps from what I can tell, but I would say that this is a well-deserving win for a well-deserving driver. Izuru absolutely has absolutely done what he needs to get the bag. He absolutely deserves it. You gotta give him a pat on the back for this one. In a season where HOLOSTARS has had tons of struggles, we do at the very least have been able to provide a decent championship battle, so that is going to be a big plus.
Indeed. A second consecutive STCC title for Kanade Izu. Yeah, the others cannot compete. He was just fantastic all throughout. 5th place finish will be enough for the title. Finishing with 2 wins, 2 second places, 1 third, and just 1 non-scoring race at Matty 4, but still a relatively fine performance and excellent season. So congratulations to Kanade Izu for winning the title. Just need to confirm the points, but it's Izu's title, most definitely.
Alright, so let's gonna take a look into the top 10. Regis Altare, Yatogami Fuma, and Octavio make up your top 3, with Utsugu Iuyu and Kanade Izuru running out your top 5. Gold Bullet and Kanade Izuru being able to defend his title for, of course, the Sapporo Steel Dragons. So, anyways, basically, congratulations to Izuru for his championship win. Regis Altare takes the final win of the season with style, of course. Gold Bullet 6th, Axel Sirius 7th, Roberto 8th, Esteleta 9th, and JTR finishes inside the top 10. And then looking at our remaining 6 entries, it will be Gavis Battle, who has not done a lot, unfortunately, this race. He will be down in P11, Bansman Haka 12th, Rooster Team, MXF 14, Ogre in 15, and Yoshuki Shinri will be in P16.
Alright, and it's gonna be a Grand Chelem for Altair. He started off at pole, led all laps, got fastest lap, so that's really gonna improve his standing right here. So I shall open up the final points standings.
Alright. I'm just gonna be off the mic for a while. I will be back for the qualifying session, so if you mind.
Alright, and 2 bonus points for Altair. Not that it would matter. So, So we're gonna run back this bracket to confirm the championship. Background noise, Willis. Background noise.
Yeah, that's fine.
STCC World Champion is Hanade Izu, back to back. A second title for one of the original members of HOLOSTARS. Well played, congratulations. Yes,
Congrats, anyway. But
yep.
Yes. Well, that's a great title, back-to-back champion anyway.
Alright. A second World Championship title. As I try to find where I saved the file. I think it's this one. Yeah, that's it. Alright. And here it is. The final standings are up. It's Hanade Izu 223, pushing 36 ahead of Joshuichi Shinri. Remember, a win is 40 points, and second place is 32 points, so that's a big result for Izu. Yeah, so Shinri 187, Octavia 181, Exo Serios, and Gams Betzel 179. By tiebreaker, Gams Betzel will actually finish fourth. Despite what it says here, so yeah. First, second, and third for Betzel. Exo Serios only has first and a second, so Exo will finish fifth. Oh, background noise again. Background noise. Alright. So that's that. As the fireworks go up in the sky, we congratulate Hanade Izu for going back-to-back 2025 and 2026 in Stars Touring Car Championship. Alright.
That's a good time, whatever. What a great time.
That's right, Bliss. That's right. Alright, we're going to take a break for a few minutes, but when we come back, we will have qualifying.
And I'm muted.
It's all good. Don't worry. Alright, we're going to have qualifying in just a few minutes for the Formula Holo Challenge Series, Las Vegas Challenge. So please stick around, and we'll be back for the qualifying session. Congrats once again to Hanade Izu, 2026 Stars Touring Car Championship World Champion. Alright, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yes! Greetings, salutations, good day, and highs, guys and gals. Viva Las Vegas! Welcome to the 2026 finale weekend for the Formula Holo season. One round left in both the Challenge Series and World Championship. We are going to determine a Challenge Series champion, who will be moving up to the World Championship in 2027, which World Championship drivers will have to make the drop to Challenge Series for that following year, and who will be the 2027 World Champion. Today we have qualifying for these two races here. First off, we have ourselves Formula Holo Challenge Series action. It is the Las Vegas, not Holo Pre. I need to change the logo. Where is it? Darn finale scuff. Las Vegas Challenge. Yeah, luckily all three races are in Las Vegas, so yeah. Las Vegas Holo pre-qualifying later, but first we have the Las Vegas Challenge qualifying. So let's have a look at the current points standings. It's currently Otonose Kanade, who has been leading throughout much of the latter stages of the series. 3 consecutive ducks to start the season, but since then she has racked up 2 wins and, well, nothing else in the podium. 193 for her, and then there's a tie in points between Kazushiro Yuki of Holo AN and Ozosubu of Holo JP Gen 2. 171 each, but Yuki has the tiebreaker. Koseki Bijou is third for Advent, 165, and Unagami Korone for Hololive Gamers is fifth with 163. And all 16 drivers are, in some fashion or another, mathematically eligible for the title, as they're all within 53 points. The maximum amount of points you can get in a round in FH is 54, which what this bottom half of the drivers don't have. Well, Michu is exactly 54 points, but she is already out of title contention as due to just about out of contention due to her having no wins. So yeah. So these drivers will basically be playing for pride here. We're going to go ahead and open up this TV ticker and unmute Discord and say hello to everyone in commentary again. That's Chrono Whis, and for the last time this season, unfortunately, due to ARO commitments, Haddock. Hello again, you three.
Hello.
Alright.
I'm just jamming in the background right now.
So we're just getting through practice. We are about to begin qualifying.
I'm back. But
Yes.
I think it's a good idea to just start qualifying immediately and then go for basically lap check after this one. So you might want to skip the qualifying here.
Yeah, might as well. Just get into the action. Yeah, this is a 3.853 mile, 6.201 kilometer circuits.
Yep.
No need to read that again, but anyways.
His name so small on the TV graphics because it's so long.
It's so long and then
Yeah.
I feel like an alternative
most
method would
EN
basically
people
be to
in ID.
short form the listed family name, and like for example, I Ridika, K Iroha, O Crony, A Yopi, S Fubuki. That would be my suggestion. I do notice the same thing myself because obviously if you list it as a team name, also for these entries you can basically set first name mode and last name mode. but it will end up looking pretty interesting. But we are gonna take a
Yeah.
look into the remaining FHCS entries,
Yeah, if you
looking
can,
to vie for the
as you can
title.
see, this mainly is supposed to be like first name, but yeah, it's mostly last names due to most
Yeah, now that's
everyone
the
having
stuff.
Eastern name order and just to select a few having a Western name order. And if we go this way, then yeah, and then
It's gonna
we
get pretty.
have the team names for most everyone here,
Now that's interesting.
and this does not help at all.
All right.
Well,
But anyways, I do want to go back into the championship context because what is going on here? Why are we seeing 29? No, sorry. What's that? 28 drivers in potential championship contention. That's literally crazy. Like we have a championship leader.
A handful
Aski,
though.
who's at
A
the best
handful
finish.
though are long shots. To be honest with y'all.
Yeah,
I
I just want to
was
point out.
always
I just want to
thinking
point
it
out
would
one
happen.
thing here because we have a championship leader, Aski, who only has second place finishes to her name, and she is currently leading the championship. We got someone who hasn't even finished on the podium, yet is currently still fighting for the championship. 2 points behind the championship leader, by the way. That's Shirogane Noel, who's currently in second. And if you want to go for the driver who has won FHCS race, we have to go down to 6th place, Nekomato Kayu in Gamers, who's currently within a shot of also winning the title, being only 10 points behind. So right now, this is gonna be a massive jumble
Melee.
to
Well, it
basically
is.
decipher when it comes to this, finding out who gets to be champion. This is gonna be very how do we say this? Well, I'm actually I'm actually going off a bit of a tangent because this is actually for FHWC.
Yeah.
For FHCS, on the other hand, I am going to point out one thing. Kanade has 2 wins to her name after a poor start of the season, having wins in Clark and Kyalami and Barcelona, and ever since then she has not finished higher than P9. And right now we are looking at Kazeshiro Yuki, who absolutely won the last race at Sebring, and Subaru, who is going to be their closest challenges for the title. I do want to point out one thing though. Any finish in P4 and above, I would reckon, would be enough for Kanade to win this FHCS season and to basically be the first seed to get promoted into FHWC next season.
Well.
Yeah, that's the other
Yeah.
high stakes in this final race.
As you can see, it's looking pretty good for Canada. As we have a stopped car on track, a stopped car, it's a scroll.
Wait.
What happened? We have a stopped car. Well, a couple of stopped cars. Kobo is hurt.
Oh no!
Luna is stuck
God.
as well. And so is Akiro. So those are
Yep.
some awkward camera angles. So what happened to
Yeah.
Kobo Kana Eru, if I could find
Let's not waste too much of our time in the replays, just to remind
Right.
you.
Man.
Let's see goes. Oh my God! That is P6.
Yeah, a massive rollover for Aki Rosa. It was a pretty ugly.
Can you
I will want to
reverse
point out
it?
though. I just want to point out that the
Yeah,
difference
big
between
difference.
the Stars Touring cars and the Formula Holo cars that is in use by the VTRP. Reminder that these cars are pretty much lightweight. They have very efficient braking systems.
Yeah,
So
it
when
is
it comes
true.
to
He's stuck in a nod now.
Right. So when it comes to their handling, they are basically more finicky to suspension movements and the curb. So basically, if you hit a curb too hard in these cars, you might not be able to tank it. Instead, you're gonna be in a rollover like what you saw earlier.
Uraha now has passed the slap 140.373. Simhub is showing 374, but what difference does 1,000th of a second make?
What do you want me to find out? I guess.
Bibu to second.
Yes. our Kira Koseki. Anyways, currently in down to P3 because Foobs is now up into P2 in this qualifying session. 9 minutes to go before we end FHCS qualifying. But yeah, for FHCS, it is gonna look to be a much, how do we say this? Much farther affair, and it's gonna be more straightforward. Essentially, if Kanade gets herself into a P4, she becomes champion. But anywhere outside of it, it's gonna be open season.
Well, it is.
Well, that's crazy enough, but wait till we get to FH World Championship action, as you've already described what's going on with the championship with like 30 or so drivers in contention for the title. Yeah.
Yeah, 20, and we're actually gonna basically be specific. It's gonna be 28.
Absolute melee.
But I do want to point out though, in FHWC,
Iroha,
it might actually be 29 actually, because
Oh
Matsuri
my
actually has a
god!
win.
That is so physics.
Oh, yep. Again, this is what I mentioned. I think you might want to adjust the AI line after this qualifying session because the curbs are becoming very much problematic.
Yeah, that is true. Holy cow. Second again.
Alright, so back at this qualifying session with so many replays currently on our hands. I do want to point out though, right now, Iroha is having a trouble time trying to get herself out. Gigi Marine, I believe, has got herself out of there. No issues.
It is truly
into the rest of the okay, so right now I'm just gonna take a look here into this current situation here for the championship. Kanade will okay, never mind. I am gonna take a look here. Kanade having a perfect weekend at Barcelona will mean that even if someone is at 51 points, they will not be able to challenge for the title. So that leaves us with only 12 contenders remaining. Kanade, Kazushi Ryuki, Subaru, Bibu, Korone, Kobo, Koyori, Polka, Yopi, Sayaka, Fubuki, and Iroha. Those are your basically contenders for the championship, at least in FHCS. But here comes the different part of the equation, because for the race for promotion, anyone until P28, which is Mizumiya still in P28, will have a chance for promotion for FHWC. But unfortunately, if you're Kokagane Nico, ERB, Fuawa, Ella, or Muna Hoshinova Muna, you're already going to be confirmed. You already have your basically status confirmed as a FHCS entrant for next season.
Oh, good.
I'm just
Oh,
sharing.
good. Well, it's that curb again. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
So I think we might need to minimize replays from that
Truly
angle, because
going
I think
again
it will be
to
the same
Rover.
paradigm.
We're seeing reds here. I would suppose that's to mean that the lap was aborted due to pit stop.
Mistakes.
That's why both S1 and S2 are red.
Most likely going to be track limits, or rather, I think since this is an outlap, this is basically this is an outlap, so this thing won't really count anyway.
Well.
But anyway, we are gonna take a look here. So 6 minutes into qualifying, Kanade now is in pole position in the form of her life right now. If she stays there, on pole, it will be an additional 3 points for her, and that will immediately throw Iroha into a tailspin when it comes to being able to fight for the championship, or rather, this will knock Iroha out of title contention.
It is.
Subu coming in for tire change.
Yep.
Yes, welcome to FHCS. We're Anything can happen. Nothing makes sense.
Nothing makes sense. It just, how do we say this? It just happens. No further context needed.
Yeah, instead of scenes from a hat, we got scenes from a helmet. So things you can say during a Formula Holo race, but not to your
Okay.
Oshi.
Well, how
Well,
do you know?
that's
Okay, this is gonna be a good.
Like for
pub
example.
quiz there.
It's lights out and away we go! I don't know.
Okay, that's a bit too much, but maybe. Can I say? Can I? How about I say your rears are on fire?
Oh,
And by that I mean when we say rears, I mean we're talking about the tires,
man.
the rear end tires. But if we just say that to your
Go there
Oshi,
anyway.
then we might have to say. Then they might think it's their butts. So
yeah.
yeah, crazy stuff here to talk about. But anyways,
minutes left.
let's. All right,
4 minutes
so
left.
just wanted to take a look here because I'm not sure where is Mokoko right now. Oh,
Mokoko.
I just want to double.
You want Moko cover to you go.
Yeah, Vokokovic.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because right now, for what we're seeing here, Moko is doing okay in P23. Also, not having the season that she's been looking for, although there is a podium to sweeten things up a bit. Currently in mid-pack in FHCS. It's gonna look to be an interesting showcase here, but right now, I feel like there's already the Zenith in the form of Kanada's pole time, 140.197. I'm not sure if anyone is gonna beat this, so yeah. Also, I'm being called for another family thing,
Okay.
so I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right. Take your time.
Take your time, man.
Still plenty much to see. We already have one Kanade in Kanade Izu winning the World Championship for a second consecutive year, and we have Otonose Kanade
Monday-chan.
in the lead
What?
in the Challenge Series point standings. Bless
Oh
you.
my god.
And having a pretty good shot at getting pole, but it looked pretty darn close. Yeah, only a 0.177 second advantage over HoloX member Kazuma Iroha.
Yep.
Whose car whose car has a primary color of green, and money is green, and there's lots and lots of money to play for in Vegas.
True.
So I expect everybody to make huge gambles for championship titles in both series. 140 left, and who might I feature right now? Let's see. Someone's excited about Subaru. Wanting her to do well. Yeah, has pretty good strength, and 141.043, looking pretty good, up to 6th now. And now to the last minute of qualifying.
Yes,
And
sir.
awesome sights and sounds here, like of course, the spear, the MSG spear.
Mhm.
A very delicious spear. If you know, you know.
Not the MSG that Uncle Roger approves. That's a different kind of MSG.
Yeah, I was just joking.
Dude, wasn't joking anyway. Oh man. 20 seconds left.
And we have surpassed 50 views for this stream. So thank you everyone for tuning in for this qualifying session, and I'm curious to see what view count we will have for the championship races tomorrow. Yeah, and it's only the first of 2 qualifying sessions. Time is up already. Ah, man, look at this!
Whoa!
Equal times! Iroha
0.000! Wow!
Can you believe it?
Yeah, I know, I cannot believe this!
Yeah,
this is so close!
Yeah, you gotta have a look at this one. Gotta have a look at this one. Yeah, I'm gonna post it here.
All right, I'm back, and also I'm also gonna go back to tell you what is this lap time from Kazama Iroha. What do you mean she is like? What do you mean? She has the equivalent lap times here. 141.97 between these 2 entries. 141.97. But I think if we're gonna use Formula 1 rules, because Kanade set that lap time first, Kanade will start on pole position.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna. I think Heref 1997 called. They want their pole position and front row back.
Man. The parity here has got us looking into rules we don't usually concern ourselves with.
Yeah, that is crazy stuff. Yes, it is official. We have equality at the top, and since Kanade got the time first, she officially gets a pole position. This is just nuts, everyone. The finale,
I'm gonna take a look into if there's gonna be what we call precedents. If there's gonna be any precedents here, but I think this might have been. I don't know if this is the first time this has happened in VTRP competitions, let alone, or rather, Formula Holo, let alone. VTRP comps, but again, congratulations for Kanade for setting the lap time first. Can you imagine if Iroha manages to get at least 1,000th of a second up on any of these sectors? Then we could be seeing her be on pole position instead, but instead we have Kanade on pole position and Iroha in second, but with a twist. I think we need tens of thousands of a denominator now at this point. But again, congratulations for Kanade for her pole position run for tomorrow's race. Iroha in second with Bay in P3. And then joining her will in P3 will be Kokani Nico in P4. Fubuki P5 alongside Subaru P6. Crony 7th with Omar Polka 8th. Our highest of the local drivers will be Koseki Biju in P9 with Izuki Michiru P10. Kazuchiro Yuki, our other championship protagonist, will start P11 alongside Gigi Morin in P12. The others, you can take over from here.
Yes, Whis, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so we have at the 20 is the City A Green. That's 21.
You skipped a few. 13.
13?
Yes.
Okay, then. So I can also tell 21 into 22 is Mokoko. 23 Hattori.
Eofi is 13. Eofi.
13 Eofi. Shoot. 14 is Misumiya Su. 15 is Elizabeth Rose both playing. Komokanai 16, 17 Luna, 18 is Korone, Leona 19, and 20 Cecilia.
Alright. And Chrono. Chrono, are you there?
Muted. Right. 21st, we got Aki Rosenthal, then the other Abyss Guard Mokoko, then Koyori, Louie for an All Holo X row, then Ririka, Raura, Nerissa, and Laplace, if you know, you know, Kayla, Fuwawa, Sayaka, Chama, and Luna.
All right. But man, yeah. Excuse me. I don't think we've ever had a result like this in any real-time qualifying session. Of course, when we in R Factor, when we skip through the qualifying sessions, we see a few times, a few equal times, but I don't think ever in a real-time actual qualifying session in a Civil Corsa or R Factor, there's any proper real-time qualifying session in any VTRP race had we had equal times at the top, 140.197 between Otonose Kanade and Kazuma Iroha. That is, yeah.
Pretty much unprecedented. I will have to agree on this, but of course, with this qualifying session having been concluded and with the grid being set, we do need to take a look into the starting lineup for... We do want to know the starting lineup for the World Championship race. Might want to head there.
Let's just need to update the points a bit. So poll, which means a few names are already out of championship contention as it currently stands. Aroha could win won't be enough for Aroha. A win with fastest lap won't be enough for Aroha, so she's out of title contention. Yeah, because she's exactly on 51 points with 0 wins. Kanade has 2.
And possibly 3 if everything goes right.
Yeah, Fubuki could still overtake Kanade if she wins. Yeah, at least a win would do. Win in fastest lap would certainly overtake Kanade if Kanade has an ibuprofen moment. But it looks like it's just 11 drivers left for title contention. As it stands. Alright. So Kanade, Yuki, Subaru, Bimu, Korone, Kobo, Koyori, Polka, Yoki, Sayaka, and Fubuki are the contenders. And Kanade from a 22-point lead to a 25-point lead, because 3 bonus points there. Yeah. Huyo, as Jack says.
Alright. So let's not waste too much of our time because we still have FHWC qualifying to contend with.
Yes. Alright, so let's take a break for a few more minutes, and then when we get back, it's World Championship qualifying, Las Vegas Holo Prix. Stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, we are set to go here. Don't mind the splash screen if you're just coming in. It's mainly for the championship finale of the STCC, won by Kanade Izu, who took home back-to-back world championship. So once again, congrats to Kanade Izu. Anyway, we just finished qualifying for the Challenge Series. Now we get Formula Holo Challenge Series. Now we get to qualifying for the Formula Holo World Championship, Las Vegas Holo Prix. So everyone ready to go?
Ready.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Look at that. Las Vegas at night. What a setting here as we get set for qualifying, the last qualifying of the year in the Formula Holo 2026 World Championship. And of course, it is the Las Vegas Holo Prix, the title-deciding race, and just basically most everyone in the roster can win it. I mean, look
Although
at the
others
points.
need a long shot.
Yeah. For some reason, the top 5 drivers all have yet to win, with Okayu, who won at Austin, being just 8 points behind the points leader in 6th. But here's how it stands. Azuki, 167, the second place finisher at Austin. 2 points ahead of Shorogane Noel. And we have Sakura Miko, the 2024 world champion, and Shiranui Flair, each on 163, but Miko, the 2024 champion, has the tiebreak. She has a second place and a third. Flair just has a third. Yuzuki Chuckle, the 2025 world champion, has not yet have had a podium to her name this year, but she is still in the top 5 as it currently stands. So yeah, how ridiculous is the parity in Worlds? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 53 points behind Ayunda, Risu, and Furious, so it's, for some, it's as easy to win the World Championship as it is to finish in the bottom 5, which will demote the drivers there into Challenge next year. Qualifying will reduce the number of drivers in contention, because 3 major points are at stake here. For Ollie, Iris, Botan, they won't win the title this year, but they're still trying to play to escape the top 5. So, just to refocus on the hard hand and get immediately to qualifying. Once again, 15 minutes.
Oh, sorry, where was I? So now we have the beginning of what will be the final qualifying session for Formula Holo for this season. Right now, the big question is, with such a tight championship battle that we have already established earlier, now the big question is, and here's going to be the big question, which one, do you think the championship leaders are going to falter under pressure, or are they just going to have to go ahead as usual?
Well, the sights and sounds, the glitz and glamour, the neon lights, the fireworks, this big city in Nevada, Las Vegas, it could be a bit easy to get too distracted. Everyone's got to keep their cool, keep calm under pressure. Well, some have had a FPS gaming experience, for sure. So,
oh dear. Let's not get into that. Knowing your current condition. But anyways, let's not backtrack ourselves. We do have one more qualifying session, and right now the big question, another big question to basically highlight, is that okay, it's at least a big track. it could easily accommodate 30 plus cars. Now the big question is, how do I say this? How are they gonna try to basically handle the traffic, you might ask? Well, basically spacing yourself out like 5 seconds in front and 5 seconds at the back will be the best method for you. And in terms of like setups here, it's gonna be a bit tricky because there's a lot of the straight line sections, but you also have basically corners which are mid speed and low speed. So you might have to think about also having your car be good for mechanical grip and downforce. So there's a huge setup dilemma that each of these entries are currently facing.
So flying laps have already begun.
Okay, let's focus on one lap here. Focus in particular on our 11th place and I just want to check here. Can we move on to Kikirara VV? Because right now Kikirara VV is currently set a 59.98. So still okay as it's there. Sorry, no, we have to. Can we switch to Shori?
Jillian.
Yeah. So right now looking into Shuri, who is currently in a good lap from what I could tell. Is now on the purple second sector. Into the strip we go, because right now she might actually have a good shot of making it into at least the front row, and with huge amounts of towing and slipstream with assistance coming out from the back of these two other cars in front, this will be of massive advantage though for Sherry, as we have a car on the wall.
So
Who's? Oh, there it is. Watame.
yeah.
Watame clearly did something wrong there then.
Yep, it's that
It's the
same.
curbs. It's the curbs.
curve.
So we probably don't need to replay on that one. Anyways, as we mentioned, that's fast second sector. The fastest second sector has done enough for Sherry to get into P3.
Really, VV?
Might wanna adjust the AI. Might wanna adjust the racing lines after this.
Yes, we've already discussed that during the challenge qualifying. Yeah, we've seen a few cars have issues on that turn. On that turn, right by Las Vegas Boulevard, the end of Las Vegas Boulevard, and you know what? Oh yeah, Interesting it's happening at this turn, because look what's over there, a Walgreens.
Oh dear. You know, with the current topic of ibuprofen, aspirins, and basically all your medications, I feel like this is going to be a hotspot for anyone who is probably interested in any form of medications. We're not sponsored by Walgreens, by the way. We're not sponsored by any of the companies in the billboard over there. We're just here to highlight the inside joke that we have been sharing in the VTRP. But yeah,
Though it would be nice.
If you
It would be
have things
very
going
nice.
wrong, you might want to consider those pills.
Yeah. Ibuprofen turn is what we're gonna call it. Yeah. You know,
more like the
there's a
ibuprofen
nickname,
chicane.
Calamity Corner. There's Calamity Corner, but here we have our own term, ibuprofen. The ibuprofen.
We're gonna call it the ibuprofen chicane because it's a chicane type of corner. Turns 14, 15, and 16. So
Yes.
let's call this corner ibuprofen chicane. But as long as you have ibuprofen, it's gonna be okay.
Yes.
But anyways, we are just gonna have to go back into the session because right now we have Jufute Radin, who is basically trailblazing with the current lap times. Radin currently not having the season. Well, she's not having the season that she's been looking for. She only has that one solitary win on round 7, and that will be at Imola. But apart from that, she has not visited the podium ever since, and has basically been a non-point scorer in the 5 of the 11 races that she's raced so far.
9 minutes left here. Most everyone has reported times, save for a couple. Okay, everyone's in now, I think. No, no, we're still waiting for Watame. We're still waiting for Sora to record times. Lammy is in. Okay, we're doing pretty darn good here. Check the separation.
All right.
So
So we are seeing Risu improving on her time as well. Risu is also improving on her time. Right now, she is looking to be in P6. Right now, I feel like I want to point out the elephant in the room. Kikirara Vivi qualifying in P4. Right now, Kikirara Vivi is having a very great Saturday. Right now, she has seen wins earlier today, but having Kikirara Vivi herself qualify on pole position would be another gift for her. But of course, he needs to beat Kiara, Anya, and Raden, and she is only like 7 tenths behind. For the driver who has already won races in Kyalami and having fastest lap of the race as well, so that was basically slam dunk 51 points.
Yeah.
Halfway through this session, some drivers coming into pits. Hajime has improved again, I think, or P21, okay.
So far, so good. But of course, there's still plenty of room for improvement. Now, in terms of the race to avoid relegation to the FHCS, Shishiran has had it the worst out of anyone so far. Her best finish, from what I could tell, was a P7 in what's that? Paul Ricard, and that's her best finish. And looking into her average of points earned from these 11 races, it looks to me that she has an average finish of 17th.
Ooh.
So, but if she does win here, it will mean she is out of the relegation spot. But it is going to be an insane fight. All things considered, we now have less than we're around less than 7 minutes to go before we conclude this qualifying session.
Yeah. So it's not only a fight to win the championship, but simultaneously a fight to not drop into the bottom 5.
Because remember that there's the top 5 in the FHCS will make their way into FHWC for the 2027 season. So obviously the other objective, well, everyone has a reason to fight.
Azuki is perpendicular to the racing line, not parallel. Soundboard. Yeah. Where is Azuki right there. Yes.
Yeah.
And again, ibuprofen chicane. Yes.
Chicane and this.
All right, so
that was a
hopefully
fast
this will be
approach into the chicane. That was a bit brutal. It was a bit violent.
Oh,
yeah. This is what happens when you overcook the corner, and if you hit the curbs in the wrong places, you're gonna lose control. This is what I mean about the car setups, because that is basically a car setup done pretty wrong, and this is basically pretty much not ideal in any sense of the imagination. But anyways, we are just gonna have to get back into things. Anya is currently providing the biggest challenge to Raden for the fight for pole position.
99 strength, and what's Raden's strength again? Also a 99. Ina moving up to 4th. 140.064.
Oh, it's gonna be an interesting fight from what I'm seeing. It's still pretty much a question mark right now, but I am just gonna be confident that with this fight on our hands, how do I say this? Because I got a lot to say, but I'm not sure this one would fit the situation here. Let me see. So it's all pretty good, fine and dandy so far. right now, as for our current championship, our best championship hopefuls, Aski and Sergey Noel. Aski currently in P15. Noel in 12th. Mikochi in nowhere to be found in the top 20 from what I could. Sorry, 21st. Yeah, nowhere to be found in the top 20. Flair is currently in well, also nowhere to be found.
13th.
Yeah, 13th. Yeah, correct. Thank you. And Yuzuki Choco is currently in 30th place. So all these drivers are 5 points between each other. So I feel like Noel is in the best position to gain as much points as you can. But again, you have to also take a look at the Anya, who is now currently 9th in the standings. And as it stands right now, if she starts where she is and stays there until the checkered flag, she will be the FHWC winner. And the Rainbow Star will basically head to that part of Indonesia.
Yeah, to royalty again. Because, yeah, Rene, where is Rene? 26. Which is here. Not good qualifying. Her strength is low here. Coming down to 3 minutes in qualifying. Rene, 43 behind Azuki, who's mid, currently mid in 15th.
Yeah, this is what I mean. But remember, Anya's currently in P2. When it comes to all of the championship hopefuls here, looking into what I'm seeing, Anya is one of the top 10 drivers currently in the top 5 in qualifying. Barring anything crazy, it will be Anya Milf.
Barring
my goodness!
Anything crazy, you say. Commentator curse. Well, yeah. Well, she's running
but
yellow
don't worry,
times anyway.
that flip was actually pretty well executed. If it wasn't for the set of courses, this game engine. If it was in real life, the suspension would have gone kaput, and that would have been a spinal injury.
Yeah.
Scary things to think about.
Yeah, we've seen much worse situations, like cars falling into the void. That's yeah. That was a crazy flip. Yeah. It didn't matter since her time wasn't running fast. Well, this is a fast first section, but she is reaching traffic in her bid to take pole away from Jupiter Raden. I believe it's done with qualifying. She's in pit, and Sora finds herself perpendicular.
Kiara has also thrown in the towel for this qualifying session. As it stands right now, it will be Raden on pole position. The entry currently in the P14 position.
Oh, it's yellow in Sector 2. Yeah, the aforementioned traffic.
Yeah, that's a truly traffic goes on. Okay.
Right.
So
we are now coming into the final minute of qualifying.
Doubt it will be enough for Anya to overtake Raden.
I doubt it because the second sector has been pretty slow, but it is the fastest of the first sector out of anyone so far. This is currently one of our top 5 fastest drivers, our top 5 fastest entrants right now.
Yeah.
And she's gone on into the pit, so that's going to be that.
Well, Ina herself has the fastest sector too, but yeah, but she's still fourth, and she's the last hope for a potential podium position. There's cars in the way though, but she wants to try to go through, and there goes her hopes at pole. Unfortunately, she just tumbled right near the MSG sphere.
Well, it happens to the best of us, as we're now finally coming into the end of this qualifying session, our last for this Formula Holo season. Right now, we are seeing fireworks flying. Funnily enough, it's been there for quite some time. But anyways, it looks to me that VV has not been able to match Radin's time. It will be set in stone. Radin will start on pole for tomorrow's FHWC finale.
Yeah, that is, yeah, it's looking like it will be the case because, yeah, tumble is very costly for Ina in her bid to get pole. Only 5 points out. Only 5 points out. In the clear of the bottom 5. And she needs plenty of help to keep alive in the championship. Oh, this doesn't help.
Oh my god!
Come on, man. Yes, Yes, we will have the chicanes adjusted for after I'm done with the stream.
All right. So with that out of the way, we are just gonna wait until the remaining cars cross the line. And we have basically Oli. Oh, sorry, no. I really can't tell at this point, but it might be Risu.
Not
Yep.
Risu,
Don't think it's Risu.
No.
But we are just gonna check here because we have the last of the cars coming in across the line. Also, I might have to leave soon, so
Yes.
I'm just gonna give you all a bit of a heads up.
So yeah, Anaka, yeah, thanks for your services this season. Yeah, because I know you won't be able to make it to
Yep, I'm
tomorrow's
just gonna before I leave, I'm just gonna introduce the starting lineup for tomorrow's race. I do want to remind everyone that unfortunately due to scheduling conflicts, I won't be there for the finale. I hate timing sometimes, but anyways, we do have Jufute Raiden, who has scored the final pole position for this season's Formula Holo, with Anya Milfisa alongside her in P2. It will be an Ian and actually Holo Myth second row with Kiara and Ina in third and fourth. Shiori makes it P5. Kikura Vivi will start alongside her on the third row. It's an all ID fourth row with Risu and Oli. The highest of the mainline JP member will be Mio, and Sencho will be P10. Sarapekora in number 11. Well, not exactly number 11. She starts 11. And our first of the top fives who are currently in the highest of the top fives in the standings right now in qualifying. P12 goes to Shiragari Noah. Okay, I'll be off now. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Alright, Anaka, see you for V-Pro though. See you for V-Pro though. Right.
Alright, it's on.
Okay, and alright. So that's that for Hadaka. We'll see him again in V-Pro though.
On to 11 then.
Alright, 11th. Yeah, we already did 11th and 12th, so next one is 13th, Bruno.
Yeah, to continue a JP3 string, we have Flair, followed by our main contender, Azuki. Flair is also contender, by the way. Then here's Botan and Ayame, another pair of mainline JPs. Morika IP, disappointingly the lowest of Myth, followed by Iris, the only promise. Then there's Towa and Okayu, both purple mems. Miko and Hajime, both reputed for unintelligible noises. Then there's Chihaya and Nene. Next row down would be Issei and Rene.
And then, why don't you do the last few?
Oh, okay. So we're going to with this Reina is ultimate roller coaster, and we got the 29th Mastery and 30 is Choco Sen and Zeta 31. Lemmy is 32, and last Tokino Sora is 33.
Yeah, Sora did not set a time.
Oh!
Nasty.
Yeah, I know that. She's not set up at the time. When did it happen?
Yeah, anyway, Radin getting the 3 bonus points for pole. How does that affect things? Well, yeah, that will certainly most affect yada yada yada. E3 behind, yeah, that's well, that only Well, that only eliminates Risu from contention, and Matsuri still very barely in contention, but barely. It does, yeah, it does not look like it does not look like there's anyone within does not look like there's anyone with more than one win. There's one driver with a win and a second, and Anya. Oh no, there's two. There's Anya and Mio. So yeah, Matsuri needs a. I think Matsuri needs a win and fastest lap for title contention. Risu is already out of championship contention now, which means, yeah, qualifying affected little. But anyway, I'm gonna record the qualifying times just in case, so I don't lose them, and then I'm gonna adjust the splines and stuff. Racing splines, racing lines, because, yeah. Oh yeah, oh no, are you working on the world champion graphic for Izu?
Oh no. You might have to do that one yourself.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna do advancements and FH champions.
Okay, that's fine. And then you can get an idea from what I made.
An idea and tinker with it. Yeah.
So, what did we learn? Well, I guess, well,
Some roll one, some roll sixes.
And, some roll over chicanes. So, where is it? Alright. That's gonna do it here. So congratulations once again to Kanade Izu for winning back-to-back STCC titles. This just was very
AKA
dominant.
Monday-kun.
Kanade Izu, not to be confused with Monday-chan, that's Monday-kun. Yeah. Yeah. Monday-kun, not Monday-chan, that's Okonose. Okay. Who will start up at pole for the Las Vegas Challenge, and Jupiter Aladdin will start up at pole for the Las Vegas Holo Prix, and yeah, it is indeed a
Regloss domination, that's what I learned.
Yeah. Right. So that is gonna do it for today. Tomorrow is the season finale, a 2026 season finale. Who is gonna win the Challenge Series title? Who is gonna be the 2026 Formula Holo World Champion? And who's gonna move up?
Yeah, can't wait for that.
In tiers, who's gonna move down in tiers between Challenge and World and World and Challenge, respectively. Well, Wes, thanks for your commentary.
Yeah. Thank you, by the way.
Yes. Yeah. You too, Chrono.
As always, always my pleasure.
All right. And thanks again to Anak for his commentary. Wishing him the best of luck as he prepares for the Holo GT3 finale in ARO competition. Big shout out to him.
Yep.
And that's gonna do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow for Formula Holo Grand Finale. in Las Vegas. Who will hit the jackpot? Find out tomorrow. Usual start time. 10 a.m. Eastern. All right. I'll be up and out. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching, and have a great rest of your Saturday. Ochidak.
Otsu Korono.
And have a great day and weekend. And the tomorrow final race.
Hey, see you, everyone.